मौज में रहो, be happy. Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are 108 Gitas, not one. And among so many of them, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the most popularly known among the public. And Bhagavad Gita is like a big mall. Whatever you want, you get it. See? If you want to have the Ashtanga Yoga, twist the body but don't straighten the mind. Ashtanga Yoga is only that. If you see throughout the world, this word yoga is so corrupted. Yoga means we can sit in a particular posture for 1 hour. See? Sitting in one posture for a long period of time, if that is yoga, then all the buffaloes in our country, India, they are great. They don't move, they sit. We get one mosquito on our face and we get disturbed. A truck comes in front of them, but they are steady. So what? See? So if you want yoga, Bhagavad Gita gives you. If you want to do karma, that also is given. If you want to have bhajan, kirtan, tabla, peti, like we had bhajan, that is also available. If you want to know how to deal with the world, that is also told. If you want to know how to deal with yourself, one of the biggest problems. We can deal with others, we can't deal with ourselves. See? Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Rupuratmanaha. We are our enemy number 1 and we are our friend number 1. See, Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Bandhu friend. See, Ripu is the enemy. And ultimately, the ultimate knowledge is also available. See. Okay, now we want to know, this question was asked to me, that's what I am telling you. Swamiji, you told so many things, now what you got from Bhagavad Gita? See? I said, for me, Bhagavad Gita is a book of happiness. See? Bhagavad Gita is a book of happiness. Once, somewhere, there was a big conference and many Mahatmas were invited, I was also invited. I am always one. Ekameva dvitiya neha nanasti kinchana. Not too many crowds with me, I am alone one. I take my suitcase and go. See? So, I went for the lecture, and like you said, I sat on the floor in front of the whole dais. So many Mahatmas were sitting. And then, latecomers, please come in front and sleep. So, when I came there, then the organizers, they asked, Swamiji, please come up and sit. You have to give talk. I said, okay. I got up there. So when I went there, he said, who is your sevak? Sevak means the one who assists you. Who is your assistant? Who will put your asana, etc.? I said, who are you? I said, put my asana properly. You put. See? And thereafter, their talk was going on. One big Mahatma talking big things. I am a Chota Atma. I am not a Mahatma. See? So they asked me to talk. Then when I finished my talk, one elderly Mahatma, you are very uncomfortable. Okay? Or if there is that drum is there, you can sit on that. Yes, you can change. You get here, you go there. But I am uncomfortable. Go there, go. The way he was sitting, it was a kind of torture, like that. Torture for me, not for him. You can imagine somebody listening to you with a Shirsasana, how it will be. So, when my talk was over, there was one elderly Mahatma, maybe 80 not out or so. So he told me, that time I was very young, very smart, all black, now all white. So he said, my dear child, you should not talk so lightly when you talk on Bhagavad Gita. I said, all right, I will not talk lightly. I will talk very seriously. Over. Then there was one youngster like any one of you, if you are young. That is in your mind, whether you are young or old. See? So, one person asked, Swamiji, why didn't you tell him? I said, look here, he is elder. With elders, we should never argue. Whatever they say, if they say the sun rises on the west, say yes. Immediately say yes. Next moment they will forget, you will forget. Relax. If you argue, they will eat your head. Therefore, these are the techniques given in Bhagavad Gita. So, after that was over, then he said, Swamiji, why didn't you tell him? I said, look here, you should not argue with elders. Okay, you tell me. Why you tell Bhagavad Gita so lightly? I said, have you studied Gita? It is distinctly mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Sanjay tells to Dhritarashtra. He says, Prahasanniva Bharata. When Arjuna was crying, frustrated, and trying to educate Bhagavan Sri Krishna because Bhagavan Krishna what he knows, and therefore he was telling so many things. It will happen this way, it will happen that way. How can I kill my guru? How can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my brother? Blah, 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 blah. And therefore, na yotcha iti govindam uktva tushnim babuvaha. And therefore, I shall not fight the war. And therefore, he kept quiet. To that frustrated, depressed Arjun, Bhagavan Krishna spoke. This is what Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra. And there he mentions how Bhagavan Krishna spoke, Prahasanniva Bharata. He spoke in a light mode, not seriously. See? Now understand, this is the basic of Bhagavad Gita. See, there is one girl, now she is grown up, huge. When she was small, I used to go to their house. And she was calling me my Swami. And if any other child comes to me, she will come and push the child away. Don't go to my Swami, she will sit in my lap. One day, just to play fool with her, it's a great fun to play fool with others. I like that. See? Play fool, don't make fool others. Only play fool. So, I was telling her, I said, hey, look here, you have got two of them, mom and dad. I don't have anyone. Why not we share? I take your dad, okay? You keep mom. Now that small little girl, and her father is a huge structure, flat mountain. See? So with her small hand, she covered the father. No, you can't take my dad. I said, okay, keep dad. I'll take mom. And then I held her hand and she said, okay, Swamiji, let's go. And then she again started crying, pulled the mom. See? I said, this is too much. You keep only one, either mom or dad. One I had to take. And when I said like this, she started crying. See? So when she was crying, neither I was miserable, nor her father was miserable, nor her mother was miserable, because we were playing fools. Isn't it? If this is understood in the same manner, Bhagavad Gita is for those who understand the secret of life. See, what is the secret? Lord has created all of us and we are allotted different roles to play. See, we all have to play roles. Like now we are sitting here. What is my role? Talk on Bhagavad Gita. What is your role? Listen. See, listen as what? That you are a satsangi. You are the seeker of truth. See? Now these are the roles we have to play. Therefore our Mahamantra you have heard, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. What Bhagavad Gita tells is this mantra. Where was Arjuna? He was on the battlefield. When was Arjuna on the battlefield? At the time of the war. What he should have been? Should he be somebody's grandson, somebody's disciple, or a warrior? On the battlefield, who are we? Warriors, isn't it? But this is what exactly happens in our life. We forget. Wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are, we forget. See, Bhagavad Gita did not give knowledge. Therefore I told you, Bhagavad Gita gives you anything. Please come in the front, Amma. There are too many places here to sleep. Sit, I mean. Come in the front, no problem. Get ahead. You have not done any crime. But don't play flute now. See. So, what happens is, when we have to be in a particular place 100%, you have learnt everything of Bhagavad Gita. Nothing more than that. Bhagavan Krishna did not ask him, do you get realized? Do you know Brahman? Do you know Bhagavan? No. He asked only this much. Has your delusion gone? His delusion was, who is he? And because he was not able to know, he started arguing with Bhagavan Krishna. He says, Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami Pujarha Varisudana. Oh Lord, how can I kill my grandfather? How can I kill my guru? He is right. What does he mean? He means, if it is your grandfather and your guru, I have no problem. But problem is, how can I kill my guru and my grandfather? Now on the battlefield, who are you? Are you a disciple? Are you a grandson? Or you are a warrior? Arjuna himself says, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yasreyasyat nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Karpanya doshaha. Self-pity is the highest sin. As we should not have pity on anybody in life. Don't have pity on somebody. If you have to, respectfully serve. See, not pity. Poor fellow, I feel so bad for him. Why God has created him like this thing, God, he don't understand how to create the children. Karpanya doshaha. A sense of self-pity. Highest sin. Amrutasya putraha. We are the manifestation of the divinity. Whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. This is what Bhagavad Gita tells. Arjuna says, Karpanya dosho apata svabhavaha. I have self-pity on me. What a terrible time has come in my life. Then I had to kill my grandfather. I had to kill my guru. Krishna, Krishna, how can I do this? Karpanya dosha pada svabhava. As a warrior, he was the best warrior of his time. Then, pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. But now I want to ask you, at this moment, what is my dharma? What should I do? Should I kill my grandfather? Should I kill my guru? Should I kill my brothers? Or should I withdraw from the battle and go to Rishikesh? Dharma sammudha cheta. Once a person was appointed in a university. So with the appointment letter he went there. And seeing the appointment letter, he was allowed to get inside. So he straight away went to the registrar's office. And he said, Sir, yes, who are you? Sir, I have got appointment letter. What is my duty? So he said, show me your letter. He saw the letter. In that letter, the position of appointment was not mentioned. Now how can you tell somebody what is your duty? So again the office people were called. Hey, some mistake over here. Find out. So they again checked and it was found out. That person was appointed as a watchman. The moment it was found out that he is appointed as watchman, his duty is immediately assigned, is it not? Without a position, duty cannot be assigned. See, friends, Arjuna was on the battlefield as what? As a son, grandson, as a disciple, or as a warrior. Think, we all suffer because of this identity crisis. This is all Bhagavad Gita tells. See? So he says, Pruchhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. Then he says something great. Yasreyasyat nishchitam bruhitanme. Kindly tell me what is good for me. He didn't ask, tell something which I like. No. You tell me what is good for me. And you know the funny part. What is good for us, we may not like it. And what we like may not be good for us. Early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. But what is our life? Late to bed and late to rise is the way to be unhealthy and otherwise. See? We are all seeking what I like. Bhagavad Gita tells, rise above your personal likes and dislikes. This is the meaning of meditation according to Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna asked this question in the 3rd chapter. See? Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladivaniojita. Prompted by whom? As if compelled, although unwilling. Why a person goes the wrong way? See? Papam charati goes the wrong way. And in reply to that, Bhagavan tells, Kama esha krodha esha. Desire is nothing but our personal likes and dislikes. See? We are all the victims of this virus desire. See? Corona has come and gone. Desire is still there. See? Corona tells don't do. In Hindi, Corona means don't do. Here we are karo, Bhagavad Gita, do it. See, my friends. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells, your life should be lived intelligently. Life is not doing. Be very attentive. Bhagavad Gita tells the secret message. Spiritual practice is a process of undoing. Spiritual life is a process of unbecoming. When you become somebody, then you start doing something. See? You are man, you become husband. See? The moment you become husband, what happens? You have to keep quiet. As a man, you have got freedom. Ha ha hoo hoo. See, friends. Now tell me how the infinite man is reduced to a finite husband. See? Because man is, he becomes husband. So what is the spiritual practice for the husband? Unbecome. See, Arjuna became grandson. He became disciple. What he was? A warrior, a soldier. So, it is a process of unbecoming, and we can unbecome by undoing. See, then our wisdom is steady. Only steady posture is not meditation. Wisdom should be steady. Arjuna's question, Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava stitadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. 4 questions he asked. A man of steady wisdom. See? What is the meaning of samadhistasya keshava? Hey Keshava, hey Krishna. What is the meaning of meditation for the man of steady wisdom? See? He says, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha stita prajnasadocchate. When one entertains 0 desires, you are in meditation. But the tragedy is, we do meditation. No. Our condition is half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. We have to live in meditation 24/7. See? And living in meditation is getting freedom from this virus of desire. Prajahati yada sarvan manogatan kaman. Our mind is constantly bubbling with desires. See? And how it can be done? Only by wisdom. There is no other way. Sita prajna, steady wisdom. See? Now understand, according to Bhagavad Gita, how the desire is born. See? Very simple, it's not difficult. This I tell you from one of my experience. Friends, I tell you, my whole spiritual practice has been only one thing. Learn from every experience of your life. If we do not learn from the experience of life, you may keep on reading, nothing will happen. We have to learn. This is what I understand by Guru. We call Sadguru. Sat is only one. There are not dozen Sat. No, only one Sat. Sat means reality, the truth is one. And that one cannot be apart from me. I am included in that. See? Therefore, external is the Guru, like the food in the plate. And where is the hunger? Hunger is not in the plate. Hunger is in our stomach. So that external food must go and disappear in the stomach. Then only the hunger goes away, is it not? We keep the Guru outside. You remain there, don't come near. That Guru must manifest in our heart. And what is the manifestation of the Guru? Manifestation of the Guru is we are able to learn from every passing experience of our life. Then the Guru is born in our heart. Because the problem is not outside. Problem is inside. So external Guru can give us a direction, but it must have impact on us. And impact is only in the form of learning. There is no other way. See? Therefore, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. So how these desires we talk about? What is the meaning of desire? So how I learnt it from one of my good experience. I was walking on the banks of Narmadaji, one of the most beautiful rivers in India. And on the side where I was walking, going to some ashram, there was a lot of mud. So my feet have to go very deep, maybe up to the ankle or little more. So I took my khada in my hand and I had to go through that. And while going, one thorn went inside the foot. But I can't do anything, only mud everywhere. So somehow I crossed and went to the ashram to my Mahatmaji, whomsoever I wanted to meet, and washed my feet and all. Then I forgot about it. Forgetting is the best gift God has given us. Don't try to remember anything. Forget everything. Take money from somebody. Simplest way to be happy in life. See? So, when I went and then I was sitting, and after the second or third day, I started limping because it became painful. So there was one person who was a doctor by profession. He said, Swamiji, why are you limping like this? I said, it is style. He said, it's not a style. You don't make jokes out of it. Let me see your foot. I said, okay, take my foot. And then he saw. He said, look here, there is something wrong in your foot. And then he nicely cleaned it and saw something has entered inside. So whatever he has to do, he took out the thorn, he showed, see, It is almost more than half inch. It has gone in. So it has come out okay. I said, now what next? He said, nothing. I'll just put one bandage so that the water or infection doesn't go. That's it. But how it will be cured? He said, it will be automatically cured. You don't have to do anything. Nature cures itself. You don't have to do anything. Be attentive. When a foreign body, thorn, enters in the foot, the tissue starts reacting. Reaction of the tissue is called inflammation. And when there is inflammation, there is a swelling, there is redness, there is pain. And how long it will remain? Till such time that foreign body is inside the tissue. So, when he took out that foreign body, after maybe few hours or a day or two, slowly the reaction of the tissue was subsided. We have done nothing. But when the inflammation was there, it was painful. And what we have done? Removed the cause of that inflammation. Is it not? If this example is clear, then come back to yourself. When a foreign body enters, there is a reaction in the form of inflammation. In the same manner, when a foreign body enters the mind, there is a reaction in the mind. And that reaction of the mind is called as desire. And when there is a desire, we are uncomfortable. We have to fulfill our desire. What is the fulfillment of the desire? That object, what we wanted, we get it. Meaning the foreign body is removed from the mind and the mind has come back to its natural state. Is it not? See, friends, how important it is. We just imagine, we look at something, and if we see the world and don't react, no desire. One of the Mahamantra is, see, hear, don't talk. See? But we see something, oh, it is so beautiful, How much it costs? Where is it available? Slowly, that desire is being created. And then, without that, I cannot live. I have to have that. See, friends. Therefore, dear friends, Bhagavad Gita tells, the one who is desiring, remove him. What is the desire? Desire is seeking happiness. Don't seek happiness. Then express happiness. See? We are surprised if somebody is happy. We ask a question, hey, what's wrong? You are so happy? If he is miserable, we don't ask the question. It's natural. The day we understand this principle of Bhagavad Gita, then we have to express happiness in life. Don't seek happiness. The most popular verse of Bhagavad Gita is 2nd chapter, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangha astu akarmani. This is called as Karma Yoga Chatusutri, the 4 principles of life. See? This is so simple. We have no choice but to remain now and here. We cannot live in the past. We cannot live in the future. We cannot live there. We have to be here. So to remain here and now is our natural state. Whenever we are in our natural state, we are happy. Because happiness is our essential nature. And what is happiness? Atmanne vatmana tushtaha. You are at peace with yourself. When we are at peace with ourselves, we are nobody. And therefore, real spiritual practice according to Bhagavad Gita is not to become extraordinary. Drop that extra, including fat. Drop every extra and be common. See, friends, being is natural, becoming is abnormal. Once I was in UK, after my retreat for 2-3 days, there was one Britisher, elderly person, and in the morning we used to have meditation talk. So he said, Mr. Swami, if I lie down, will you have objection? I said, no, even if you sleep, I have no objection. If you are snoring, we'll put some plug in your nose. And he was lying nicely and listening to the talk, elderly man. So, after the talk was over, then he said, Mr. Swami, I said, yes, you Indian Swami don't get married? I said, no. Then he continued, after all, happiness is not everything in life. I said, what do you mean? He said, you don't understand. I understood, but I wanted to play fool. What do you mean? He said, don't you know there are two types of people in this world? Those who are married and those who are happy. See? So simple life becomes. Don't become anybody. Therefore, wherever you are, now you are in satsanga. When during the satsanga, so what as a satsangi? That's it. When I give some example of husband and wife, and if both of them are together there, they look at each other. Arey dumb, I am not talking to you as a wife. It is the principle. Wife is not a personality. Wife is a principle. Any fool getting married to another fool can be called as a wife or a husband, is it not? Wife and husband, these are not proper nouns, they are common nouns. See? But we get so much worried and buried in this wrong understanding, we suffer in life. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjuna, hey Arjun, you heard me. Has your delusion gone? See, another important thing I will tell you. Bhagavad Gita told so many things. Where? On the battlefield. Between the two armies. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya mechyuta. Hey Krishna, take my chariot between the two armies. And two armies ready to fight. And in between, Bhagavan Krishna told Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Will there Arjuna do meditation? Hey, don't disturb. Meditation in progress. He was on the battlefield. All that is said in Bhagavad Gita, nothing was practiced by Arjuna. We unnecessarily become serious. See. Then what happened? Only one simple thing. Vimrushya etat asheshena. Bhagavan says, all that is to be told, I told you. So where was the problem? Problem was about only identity crisis. As to who am I at a given period of time. See, friends. In India there is a bank, ICICI. See? So the first IC is identity crisis. Second IC is I am confused. And the third I, this is what I am. See. So Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjuna, has your delusion gone? Now delusion about what? delusion about our own identity as to who am I at a given period of time, even given situation. See, it is said, I do not know, I am not in that field, but I heard that if the patient is the son and the doctor is the father, then normally the father does not operate on the son, because I have done so many these appendix operations, I can just put my finger, remove it and throw it out. Really? Okay, now this is the patient. Okay, put everything and open this thing. And but by the way, what is the name of this patient? Sir, he is your son. Who is my son? Immediately the surgeon disappears and the father is born. See, friends, where is the problem? Problem is this identity crisis. This was the problem of Arjun, and this is our problem. Just find out how simple it is. And for this we will do some experiment. It's not difficult. This experiment we have repeated in so many places, and I am sure you will get the click of it. See, first principle, never do meditation. Meditation is not an act to be done. Meditation is not a verb. Meditation is an experience. Love is both a verb and a noun. A boy loves a girl. That is verb. And therefore he falls in love. See, I love her, so it's an action. And then every action ends. His love also ends. But the mother has love for the child. Word is the same. See, and therefore the boy or the girl, when they fall in love, they suffer. And the mother loves the child, but that love is not a verb. She has love for the child, and therefore the mother rises in love. She doesn't fall in love. Exactly the same way, meditation is not an action to be done. Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. No. We have to remain in that mode 24/7. See, Maharaj, Bhagavad Gita defines yoga. Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha, sukheshu vigata spruhaha, vitaraga bhaya krodha, titadhi muni uchyate. See? When miseries come, we refuse to be miserable. Miseries will come. We will go through the experience of miseries. But to become miserable or not is a choice given to us. See, friends. And therefore, Bhagavan defines yoga as tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sannitam sa nishchena yoktavyaha yogaha anirvinna chetasa. When the miseries come in our life, tam vidya dukkha sanyoga, when the miseries come in our life, viyogam, refuse to be miserable. That is yoga. And how is to be practiced? Sanishchena yoktavya. Be firmly resolved in life. Let any miseries come. I refuse to be miserable. You have learned the whole Bhagavad Gita. See? So when Bhagavan Krishna asked Arjun that, have you heard everything properly? Now reflect on that. Vimrushya etar asheshena. Reflect fully. And ultimately, yathechasi tatha kuru. Decision will be yours. No wise man makes decision for others unless you are Indian. Indians are expert in everybody else's job except their own job. See? In most of the houses, Indian houses, the grandparents are there normally. They are not sent to the the old people homes, so they are staying there. So they have nothing to do. So they are the vigilance officers in the house. Who has come, who has gone, why is doing, why is doing. Constantly. So, one boy was standing near the wall and looking at like this. So the vigilance officer said, to whom, not to the boy, but the boy's mother, daughter-in-law, come. Why this Dabbo is looking at the fan all the time? Investigation started. So, why are you looking at the fan? He is already frustrated. Do I have to take permission to look at the fan? See? Then the old lady tells, I think get him married. Booked for the life. See? Don't get involved in anybody's life. Yatechasi tatha kuru. Everybody has right to be miserable. Never try to make anybody happy. God has failed to make us all happy, is it not? Where God has failed, do you think we, the miserable, will make others happy? What we can do? We can pass on our miseries. That's all. Yatechasi tatha kuru. How simple it is. This is where the greatness of Bhagavad Gita is. It is not said, if you do this thing, you will go to heaven. If you do this thing, you will go to hell. No, you decide. See, yatechasi tatha kuru. And thereafter Arjuna answers. See, he very distinctly answers. Nashto mohaha, O Lord, all my delusion is gone. What was the delusion? Who am I on the battlefield at the time of the war? Whether I am a surgeon or I am a father. See, how simple it is. Now here one important principle. We are always miserable as somebody. See? Now, what is misery? Misery is thinking about somebody's misery. See? When you think about your wife, are you happy? See? You cannot be. See? Now how he is happy? See, friends. So, the moment you start thinking, you are miserable. In deep sleep, when we are snoring, we are not thinking. See? Do we think, oh, she is sleeping next to me, how can I snore? No, who cares? Oh. Now be attentive. We always think as somebody. See? Do this simple experiment. It's a very potent experiment. If you understand it, you will remain 24/7 in meditation. Meditation is not a silent suffering. It is a vocal happiness. See? Otherwise, normally you must have said, meditation means... See? Torturous face. It is not meditation. These are the cartoons of meditation. See? Don't do meditation. Undo. See? So when Nashto mohaha, the delusion is what this. Now what is the delusion? Now we'll play this experiment. When you play something, you don't become anybody. When you are playing the role of a husband or a wife in a drama, you don't become husband and wife. You are playing a role. We play meditation. When we will play meditation, you know what will happen? You will not become a meditator. See, experience without experiencer is God. I have not forgotten. Don't sympathize with me. See? Now see how the thinking begins. So we are playing meditation. Become husband or wife for 1 minute and keep quiet and think as husband or as wife. Stop. Now become children or parents and think. Stop. Last experiment. Remain as nobody. And try to think. Stop. Now let us analyze these experiments. When we became husband and wife, we were thinking about wife and husband respectively. When we became children or parents, we are thinking about parents or children respectively. But when we remain as nobody, you cannot think. Chittavritti Nirodha meditation. Arey Dumbo, stop becoming anybody. Remaining nobody is you are commoner than the commonest. Don't become a meditator. Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyameva avashishyate. Panchadashikar says, when the meditator, dhyatru, dhyane, meditation, when meditator and meditation are dropped, what remains is the truth. Therefore, meditation is not an act to be done. It is an experience to be lived 24/7. And for that, we have to practice. What? Remain as nobody. So when we remain as nobody, what happens? We become insult proof. Nobody can insult us. Somebody says, you are dumb. Really? Thank you. See, friends, the moment we get hurt, the moment we get insulted, it is a strong personality. It's only superficial life. See, friends, go deep within you. That is what Bhagavad Gita tells. Then Arjuna understood. Nashto moha, now my delusion has gone. I was living only at the surface level. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, disciple, guru, I gone deep. I was in Australia and we went in some place for the scuba diving to see the corals. Very beautiful. So we have to put all funny kind of things. And then we went quite deep, maybe about 5-6 kilometers inside the ocean, where the corals were there. And that our trainer told, now you can get into the water and see, showed us. When I got into, I got frustrated. I said, hey, I don't want all this rubbish. I came out, removed everything, feeling fresh. He said, no, what will you do? I said, I'll go directly into the sea and see. You want to go directly, jump into the sea? I said, yes, jump. And I jumped. And he shouted, oh God, what this fellow has done. Now, I know swimming. So when I went deep, be attentive. When I went deep, no wave. On the surface, there are waves. They keep on buffeting you. When I was trying to swim on the surface and see the corals, the waves were... But when in the same place, you go deep, no waves. Be attentive. Surface is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, friends, enemies. Surface. Go deep. There you are nobody. This is what exactly we all do when we undo everything and we enter sleep. In sleep, we dive deep. And therefore, we are nobody there. Nashto mohaha, don't become anybody. Therefore, unbecoming is the spiritual process. We don't have to become good. Remain unbecoming. And when you play meditation, what happens? You don't become meditator. Because you're just playing fool. Like when we play with the children. See, when you play meditation, you will never fail in meditation. When you do meditation, you will suffer in meditation. And such people, they get disturbed. Every small little thing, they'll get disturbed. See? Some of the people, when they sit for meditation, they go to sleep sincerely and then they start snoring. And then, what he is doing? This is a sound meditation. See, my friends, these are all the cartoons of meditation. Live 24/7 in meditation. Cheerful and happy. Whenever you are happy, you are nobody. Whenever you are miserable, you are somebody. See, friends. Therefore, nothing was done by Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Nothing was done. Only he has undone and he unlearned. See? Because on the battlefield, now I am only a warrior. See? Now, which teacher doesn't know what is his duty? But when he forgets, he becomes a cheater. Which student doesn't know what is his duty? But when he forgets, he becomes a non-student, something rubbish. Which politician doesn't know what is his duty toward the society? But he forgets. See, friends, all the problem is the problem of forgetfulness. We have forgotten our divine nature. And therefore we suffer in life. Nashto mohaha smritihi labdha. Arjuna says, now I have regained my wits. Smriti labdha. Now I know where I am, what I am, when I am. I shall be 100%. Therefore, if you want to know in one sentence what is Bhagavad Gita, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. We all have to play different roles. See? If you are in front of your father, how will you behave? Play the role of a son or a daughter. Don't argue, respect, revere, only till they are in front of you. After all, who cares? Relax. See? If you are in front of your children, then forgive them. Children make mistakes. We also made mistakes when we were children. Now it is their turn. Forget, forgive. See? If there are criminal elements in the society, be indifferent. You can't do anything. God has failed to improve. You cannot improve anybody in this world. But the main thing you are not telling. What is the main thing? How to deal with the wife. That is the simplest thing. When she is talking, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. You are in meditation now because you are happy. See? Nashto moha smriti labdha. Now you have regained your wits. Yes. Amrutasya putraha. See? By birth we are not husband-wife. By mistake. See, friends. Every moment you are happy, you are one with the divine. See? Therefore, Bhagavad Gita at the end says, Brahma bhutaha prasannatma. The one who is one with the divine, first symptom is prasannatma, ever cheerful and happy. See? One young boy asked me a question somewhere on some airport. He says, Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by default. I want to ask you a question. I said, before you ask a question, I want to ask you. What is that? Are you married? He said, no, my face is like that. A married man's face can be recognized even by a blind person. Nashto moha smriti labdha. Regain your wits. See? Therefore, prasannatma, Brahma bhuta prasannatma. Now what is the meaning of being ever cheerful and happy? Don't join a laughing club. That is not being happy. That makes others happy. That is not happiness. Definition according to Bhagavad Gita, happiness is what? Na shochati. Do not bring your past in the present. I will give you mantra. And we will chant it 3 times. Then I will explain you the meaning of the mantra and it will make a change in your whole life. Put your right hand on your left heart. There are people, they don't know where is what. What I can see from here, you don't see from there. 13th October 2022. Say? 13th October 2022. 13th October 2022. 13th October 2022. 13th October 2022. Now your Diksha is over. Now I'll explain the meaning of this mantra. You can take your hand down if you want. Do not talk anything, whatever good or bad has happened in your life, including marriage, before this date. Now try to talk. How simple? My friends, whenever we talk to others, we talk only about the past. And when you talk about the past, you are insulting the present. When you insult the present, the punishment is you are miserable. How simple it is. See? Like many people ask this question, Swamiji, where are you from? Where were you? Where were you born? Why were you born? Was it a normal delivery? Oh, what is the need? What is the need? If take simplest method, don't talk about your past and don't ask about anybody's past. You don't have to observe Maunam. Then such, this Mahamauni Baba, in Upanishad it is said, Gira Maunam tu Balanam. Babies are observing, not talking. See? Real Maunam is what? Real Maunam is, Bhagavad Gita, Mana Prasada Saumyatvam Maunam Atma Vinigraha. Real Maunam is, do not talk to yourself. Now bring these two things together. Do not talk about your past and do not talk to yourself. Now try to think. Yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Don't disturb her. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Cartoons. You cannot put this experience in words. In this experience, experiencer is not born. My friends, living in this experience 24/7 is fulfillment in life. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. We have done nothing. We became nobody. Therefore, it is rightly said, nobody is happy. It is true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. Don't become anybody, my friends. See, just be. And being can be only by knowing, not by doing. And when being and knowing merges in one experience, that is living in God, how simple it is. No efforts, no nothing. Give it a try and be happy. Don't give it a try and suffer silently or loudly. Yatechasi tatha kuru. Do whatever you like. Who cares? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.